welcome back to another episode of Who Am I to Judge podcast. I'm Alexis
Why do you keep on looking at the corner of your eye? I am Samantha.
because I'm home now and people are around me.
And yes, welcome back to another episode.
How are you?
Oh, you eating on the podcast. She at home and she acted real
I was
different.
actually thinking about you because my sister made carrot cake and I was going to surprise you tomorrow with a slice.
Oh my God, please. This carrot cake, y'all, is so freaking good.
My grandma's recipe.
I've been trying to get the recipe. I'm still trying.
When she makes it again, I need to remember.
But yeah, you look so clear. Alexis got a new computer for those of us on YouTube that are seeing.
I've had a new everything.
She got a new life. Okay.
What is this saying? It's like new
She's
year,
brand
new
new.
year, new me. Yeah, brand new. It's like new month, new me. I have a new car. I have a new laptop. What else?
She
do I
big
have?
balling out here.
Big ballin', baby. When you, I guess, friends with me.
Hilarious.
But how are you? What are you doing?
I am pretty good since an hour ago since we last talked. I am just happy to be home. I picked up Jupiter and he is under the couch sleeping. I told you he was going to be tired. When he goes to his auntie's house, he'd be knocked out when we get home. And we went to the little...
Why is he under the couch?
He loves to be under the couch. That's like his little den area. It's like dark and cool under there. And it drives me crazy because I want him to be out with me. So, but he's an Aries, y'all. Jupiter's an Aries. So he's becoming more independent as he gets older. And
oh, really?
Yeah, like sometimes he'll start the night out under the couch. And like he'll come into the bed. It's so, oh my God. So cuz I'm trying to, usually we cuddle together, like he's in the bed with me. And like sometimes like I'll have his bed like near me so he'll be in his bed. But yeah, like we're in the room together. But now all of a sudden he wants to start his night out here.
What?
And then when I wake up, he'll like have came in the room.
That's
and, like,
interesting.
And sometimes he'll even like come in the room and then like I'll be like, oh yay, he's coming, and then like he'll run out. Like he'll like run quickly out. Like
once you like realize he's there, he's like, no.
Right, he's like, oh, this isn't right. Like I'm like, whatever.
And I like on the other hand have like a ball and chain. Like literally anywhere I go, Mello is like right there. Sometimes I feel bad for her. Like literally just now, I was upstairs playing my Nintendo Switch and literally, so we were up there for like, I don't know, we had like an hour and like 15 minutes before this. And so I was like getting my stuff ready to come downstairs to record. And my mom's like, Mello, girl, you missed out. We were outside for 2 whole hours. And I'm like, right? Like if she like would have the bravery to just walk around the house without me, she could have enjoyed the deck for 2 hours. But instead she was sitting upstairs on the bed with me.
Oh my God. That's like Callie, my sister's dog.
It's ridiculous, these dogs. Like,
yeah, I mean, Mello is a Pisces, so I'm not surprised. Yes.
When is Mello's birthday? When is Mello's birthday?
Mello's birthday is it's like March.
No, it's not.
February.
It's February.
Okay, I thought it was February. February. I don't know what the date is. I know she's a Pisces.
26. Is that still a Pisces?
Yes. I know that she's a Pisces. Like I know that Mello's Pisces. Callie is a Cancer. It's bad. I don't know Callie's birthday. I think it's July something. When is Jupiter's birthday, Alexis? His is real easy.
Yes, it is because you got him in June.
Oh, so don't be doing the math like that.
Let's go backwards.
His birthday's on a holiday. I'm giving you a lot of hints. A fun
Is it
holiday.
Halloween?
Okay. This is not her nephew,
When,
obviously.
when is it? When is it? Oh, 420. What is
No.
it?
April Fool's Day.
Oh, so that like goes. He has a very quirky
Yes.
personality.
Him and his sisters and brothers were born on April Fool's Day. They came early too. And they had to like do a C-section. I know.
Trauma.
Cuz she was
Wow, trauma
little.
birth.
Well,
Um.
they're perfect, okay?
Well,
Yeah. So, what are we talking about this
let's get
week?
to
Who is
it. I
on
mean, I
trial?
feel like our viewers or listeners, whatever you call it, is like it's ready for us to talk about Normani. Like they're expecting us to talk
I'm
about the
ready to talk about
album.
this amazing album,
Yes,
Dopamine. It's
dopamine.
officially dropped like a
It has.
bomb.
Mm-hmm. Literally like a bomb, right?
And like that rocket, like I just think about the rocket on the cover.
Describe the cover. So her album's called Dopamine. Describe the cover.
Yeah, so the album's called Dopamine, and you have this white
Mm-hmm.
background with a huge all black rocket, and
Mm.
Normani is straddling that rocket as
Come
it's
on,
taking
Normani.
off in
Yes.
her beautiful, little black
It's like a
number.
BDSM, like I feel like black leather, like type of
Yeah.
the outfit. Very, but
Yes.
also very like sexy and feminine, like her.
Just so right. I just love it.
Yes.
Just looks, her body is banging. She
Oh my
just
God,
looks
yeah.
absolutely incredible.
Stunning, stunning.
And
Do
so
you think it's a
yeah.
good, I have a question for you. Like, do you think it's a good album cover? Like for your
Oh
debut,
my
like do you think this
god.
is like a
I
good
want
album cover?
I want a vinyl just because of the album cover. Like it's just such a beautiful cover,
I
and
agree. I
it's
agree.
so like classically done, and it does
Mm.
just look like she's taking off, and it's like, here we go.
I didn't even think about that idea of taking off, but I actually really like that. What do you think the album like name Dopamine means? Like, and now that you've like listened to it, like what do you think that
So
means?
I listened to a little bit of that Apple Music
Mm-hmm.
interview with Ebro
Mm-hmm.
and Normani. So she kind of talks about what it means.
Mm-hmm.
She says like she was just like, she's went through many titles and whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
like, you know, her fans have been waiting for so long. It's like this is that
Yes.
like dopamine hit that we
Oh,
all
I love
needed. And
it.
then Ebro was like, "Yeah, you slinging that dope." I'm like, "Yep."
I love
Yes.
that. Okay,
Yeah.
wow. I think yeah, I too like the album cover. I like the name. And at first I was kind of just like, all this black for the summer, like what are you doing? But the
Mhm.
girlies want something we can dance to, and like as Sweetie would say. But like I feel like I love it. I love it. And I think it goes with like the vibe of the songs.
Mhm.
Girl,
Oh
let's
my god,
get
should we jump into
let's
this
get
track
to
list? Oh my
it.
god, you guys, this album, if you have not pushed play, I really implore you to push play, because we need to show up for the girls. I kind of want to tell a little bit too about just what Normani said about like the pat, because obviously the first question is like, why did this, like, it's taken you a long time, like
Yeah,
your
what did she
first single was
say?
out in 2018. She just was saying how like it's been a long road, that she has faced a lot of like hardships. Her mother got diagnosed with breast cancer, and then like right after that her dad had prostate cancer.
Mm,
And so, navigating that while
mm-hmm.
she's like trying to keep the momentum going. and
Yeah.
and she even mentioned how like she even said something about like when she was in the group, what's that group called, Alexis?
Fifth Harmony.
Yeah, she was like, she's always just been facing a lot of just trials and tribulations, things that she has to keep her guard up about. And she's just like, it's been a long road. And I think people forget about the fact that Normani's been doing this for a
Mhm.
long time. And
Mhm.
so, and she did say, like, you know, she was just like, when is it going to be my, like, you know, like seeing other people have their moments and stuff. And so she's just really grateful that her moment is like here, and she just doesn't take it for granted. And it just,
Mm.
it feels like, it just makes everything a little bit more delicious, that realness and
Absolutely.
authenticity of like what she's had to, you know, go through to get to this point. So anyways, let's get to the track list.
Let's do it. Number 1, Big Boy.
Hilarious. I'm obsessed with Big Boy. I
Mhm.
love the way it starts.
Me too. I feel like that was very distinct for me. Like when I pressed play, I was like, you immediately hear like the beat and the like. I feel like a little bit of instrumentation, and I was like, oh, this is about to be an upbeat, like her, like crazy in love moment. Like you press play and it's like starting for her. You know, like it's not
mm-hmm.
this boy, what you gonna do? It's not that. It's I love it. Keep going.
Yes, I love it. I literally, hold on, I'm gonna play a little bit for myself so I can remember
It's
it.
like make it. It's like big boy, Mickey. Wait,
Yeah, big
make that
boy,
Andre
making
to
money,
that
money, money,
with that
big
big
boy.
boy. Yeah,
Like, oh my God, in the
yes,
car. I just imagine her
exactly.
like, I just am so happy for Normani because I just can imagine her like playing this at her listening party and
Absolutely,
seeing
yes.
everybody just like, oh
Yes.
shit.
Like
She's like,
yes.
yeah, it's just,
She gave us a summer song. Like I feel like people were a little scared after hearing 159 that they were gonna get like some art just like slower R&B and this was gonna be her lane.
mm-hmm,
And I feel like she understood. I feel like what you've been saying is really interesting because I remember I was watching a TikTok of someone who went to the listening party and he's like a
mm-hmm,
TikToker who like reviews albums
mm-hmm,
and he was saying like her songs are like the perfect mix of like 90s
mm-hmm.
R&B but like early 2000s like pop
Yes.
R&B
Oh my
fusion.
God,
And I feel
yes.
like that this is like the early 2000s pop R&B fusion that we're getting here where it's like that's what I'm saying, it really reminds me of her crazy of like a
Yeah,
crazy
it's
in love
like,
moment. It's
like it's like
exactly
starts really cool.
Exactly. Like this could be on the radio. This could like I can see black people listening to it, white people listening to it. Like it's a good album starter too because it makes you immediately
Yes.
like happy and ready to dance. Um,
Yes.
did you catch the reference where she was like, it's like make that Andre to that big boy. Like I don't know, she just says a lot
Yes.
of different things. I'm like,
Of
oh, that's clever.
yes, I like her wordplay, and I love the freaking cause that ass on a bad bitch, as fat as a bitch, bling bling blow.
It's like, oh yeah, bling bling down. It's all that platinum hits. I'm like,
Bling bling
yes.
blow. Like I'm like, yes, give us little ad libs to say. And of course, like it's just all very dance forward. Like I'm
Absolutely.
imagining the choreography already.
Absolutely.
Um
This is gonna be
yeah.
a good music video. This will I mean, I literally immediately thought to myself, you know how on Homecoming Beyonce has that dance break that's like iconic? I'll be getting
Yes,
to the money.
yes,
I feel like
yes.
I was like this album and in Crazy in Love, she has like an iconic
Yes.
dance break. I was like this album will have I mean sorry, this music video will have an iconic dance break, I believe.
Yes, let's pray that we get visuals.
Or like Chloe like Chloe says, or just pray it away.
Alexis, stop.
Okay, let's go to
So
the number
yes,
2.
love Big Boy, like
Hmm.
strong.
If
Get
you had a
you
rate,
get people's head nodding. You get
if
people's
you,
head nodding. That's
I
what you want
agree.
at the first one.
If you had a rate Big Boy out of 10, what would you rate it?
I'm
10
gonna
is a
give it
good.
a solid 8.
Okay, let's move on. I like that. I agree with the 8.
So then
Okay.
we go into Still.
Amazing
Yes.
run. Like it's an amazing next song because I love that she samples still tipping on fofos. I'm like,
Yes.
yes.
You know, we love that.
Yes. And I feel like she did it in a clever way too, because I was assuming that was going to be just like um
Right, the whole thing.
the whole thing. But I was like, okay, you're like sampling it, but it's clearly your twist to this like
Yes.
song. Um
Yes.
still and she's like,
Still,
still.
Flexing.
Yeah, flexing. That's it.
It's like still flexing, still
I
flexing. Like
love
it's just
it.
still. Like it's
Yes,
just really
yes.
good, y'all. Like I know we're
Mm-hmm.
not singing it, but it's just a really fun, just good song, and obviously love
And she's keeping
the
the vibes
Houston
high.
reference.
Yes, the
Yes.
Houston
And
and the vibes are
then
staying
once
high.
people hear that like sample after the first like one where you got people's head nodding, it's like, okay, now we're like having a part. Like now we are
Exactly.
now I'm impressed. Like
Exactly.
now you got my real attention.
And I feel like it goes with what you were saying about the dopamine rush and how like it's like you started off with
Mm-hmm.
Big Boy, which was like on a high, and then we're still keeping the high. Like we're not going down to Boy, won't
Yes.
you
Thank you,
go to-" No,
Normani.
we're not going to that. We're just continuing it still, and I like
Yes.
love that.
I love still. Let me see if there's any lyrics that I really love. I think I just love to sing it. The
still flexing, still.
still.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
I love that part. I also we'll get into this later because I have some thoughts. I want to ask you something, but if you had a rate still out of 10, what would you say?
Maybe a 9. A lot of the songs
Oh, so
are
you
like,
like this one better than Big Boy?
yes. What about
Mm.
you? I need to ask you. I always forget to ask you, like, what is yours? 8 out of 10.
um, I would say so. Big Boy, I would say 8. It's a solid 8. Maybe I was gonna probably give it 8.5. And then I think still, I think 9. I agree. I think I like still better because I think it's more. I mean, I just like it better. I immediately was so happy when I heard still tipping off of. Exactly, I was so
Oh,
happy when I
shit.
heard that.
Sorry. I thought I muted it. I'm like trying to listen to it.
I just like that this song. She's living the life we want her to live. I feel like I feel like sometimes people laugh at Normani being like a celebrity singer socialite and like that she just like never produces anything, but she's like in at the parties. And I feel like she's kind of like singing about like, oh, I'm still having fun with my
Aw.
girls, I'm still flexing, I'm still doing this. And so I enjoy that she's living like a fun life.
Oh, yeah. I love, yeah, I'm happy for her in that regard. I didn't even
Mm.
realize that. I mean, like, I didn't realize that that was one of her critiques, quote unquote, of like you're at all the parties. But I love how she's like, too busy living my life. I ain't seen your
Yes.
message. Like I'm
Come
just like, yes,
on.
girl.
I
Like
love it.
there's a maturity element to her music that like I am relating to, and that's
Yeah.
really important for me.
I agree with that. Shall we move on to number 3?
Yes, let's do it.
So the third song, All Yours. So you know what's funny?
Mm-hmm.
Like I told Julia to listen to this album and she texted me. She sent me this song and said, this song sucks. And I'm like, Julia, this is such a good
Julia.
song.
Yes, it is.
I love it. I
I
also
could
like
see why it's like a creative, like I love the
the yes, me too. Yes.
like so it's just like,
Hold on, let me play that. I just like forget how she sings that.
oh, hi Miss Piccolo.
Yes. Yes, I love that. What?
Miss
I love the little
Bigelow
sound
is,
effects that here comes Mello. I love the sound effects that they do that she does because
and your head like
and it
and your bed like
reminds me it reminds me of how like I feel like Rihanna really made it popular during like the umbrella times of like just saying things like
right, right,
and I feel like
right.
this is kind of hinting at that. Like
Yeah, I didn't
I
think
love
about
it.
that. And I love that she's being creative. Like
Yes, come
just
on.
do something, like make a sound, like it's
Exactly.
so like what does that mean? In your bed like So it
What do
makes
you
us be
think?
it makes us visualize like, ooh, what does that
What do you think
mean?
that means, Samantha? What does it mean?
It is definitely giving a sexy, like just like a yummy vibe. What do you think that means?
I don't know. I need to ask Normani.
Alexis.
I'm
Yeah,
playing. You know what it means. She's doing the
because you
nasty.
got that automatic kind of magic. She loves to give
Girl,
some automatic.
right. What in the world is going on there? I mean, I loved this song. At first, when I thought I wasn't gonna like it, I feel like the only part I don't like in the song is when she's like,
Mm-hmm.
"It's still yours." Like she goes, "Oh, I'm all yours." She just sings that for a couple like times. She's like, "I'm all yours." I'm like, okay,
Alexis,
like I
don't
get
say it like
it.
that. Oh, okay, okay,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? At that part, I'm just like, okay, get back to the bed. Like, like I'm like,
Right.
I'd rather hear that than you talking about I'm
But
all
she
yours.
does
I'm like,
go back to that, which is nice.
yes, she
That's where she
does.
ends.
But I also feel like this is continuing the high. You know, it's like it's a
Yes.
vibe. This is a vibe song. I feel like a little bit.
Yes. And
Um,
then what I love is like, even though, okay, let me not go there because I was going to go to the next song.
well, wait, we have to rate each song before we go. I
Yes.
give this a 7.5 out of 10. I feel like I like it, but I don't love it more than Still or Big Boy.
Yeah, I'll give this one a. I'll give it a 7.
Okay,
Solid 7.
okay, so we're kind of on the same page with that.
Yes, we are. So
Okay, go
now
ahead.
we go to Lights On, and
Yes.
I just
Love me with the lights
lights
on.
like yes. No, I love when she's like, "You fucking with a star with a
Yeah,
big face,
big face
with a
card.
mean
Yeah,
face
big face
card."
card.
Just
Yes.
whatever she said. Oh my god, y'all! Like, okay, well,
Yes.
I just want to say that like this, we do get like a slower song
Mhm.
here,
Mhm.
but it's just mature, sexy, like it's also I feel like
Thank you.
a unique like moment
Mhm.
in what we all talk about, like sex and love and
Come
all this
on.
stuff. It's
Yes.
just like,
Yes.
yes, like we don't really have a lights on song.
I
Like I want to make love with the
agree.
lights on. Like hello.
And I just feel like you just brought up a good point. Like it's unique. Like I feel like that's why, and we'll get into this later, but that's why I was just so disappointed that 159 was the lead song single after listening to all these songs. Because I feel like out of all these songs, it is like the least unique song is
Yeah.
159. And I feel like I'm like Lights On would it like I feel like Lights On is the better version of 159, if that makes sense. It's like, yes, they're talking about like having sex, but it's a slower R&B 90s song, but it's also like it's just more creative, so it's more interesting to listen to.
Yeah, I agree. I think as a lead single, I do still think it would have done better. I just, again, what we've talked about, just like I think that's where you see the business side of the music, where it's like the feature for the feature. It's going to be her lead
Mhm.
single. Like
Mhm.
they probably had maybe some parameters around them, but I really love Lights On.
I like it. I
It's
like
just
it.
Normani giving sexy is just like,
Every day, every
it's just
second.
every second, every day, just so easy. And this is what we
Yes.
love her. I know
Yes.
the pole dancing girlies are about to go up for this album and especially this song. Um,
I
yeah.
give this song. I feel like for me, it's a good like this was a good song to follow up after what was
Mm-hmm.
before this after All Yours, because I feel like it's on the same kind of vibe of like a slower paced R&B song, but I
Yep.
feel like it's still like interesting to listen to like All Yours. I think I like Lights on at the same level, maybe like a 7.5. I don't know. I tend to be a person that just likes faster paced songs, and if it's slow, it needs to be very, very different. So I feel like for me, I'm like, okay, 7.5, 7.
Yeah. I mean, that's still solid. I
Mm-hmm.
would say I would give this one a an 8 probably, just because
Oh,
I feel
okay.
like this is one of the 3 like very sexy forward, and I
Mm-hmm.
really love Normani sexy
In this
forward.
power.
Yes, like I just love that. So for that, I'm gonna give it an 8, and I know that I'm gonna be playing it and yeah, dancing to it.
Okay. I love it. Now, the next song is like one of my top three favorite songs on this album.
Oh my god.
I love Take My Time.
Oh my God,
Because
Alexis.
I just love that everyone's doing kind of like a dance house vibe on their like projects. Like I know Ariana
Yes,
did it, Beyonce obviously with Renaissance. Take My Time, I feel like it's her. Like somebody tweeted
you're right.
like Normani has like a song for everything, and they put like including like a European like dance hall music,
Yes.
and I'm like, this literally could be played in like
Oh
Europe
my
in like a
God.
club, and like
Yes.
she's just, I love this song, and like I'm just so proud of Normani because I'm like, I really thought this album was gonna be straight like R&B or like a
Me
crazy
too.
love type vibe, and this threw me for a loop to hear like a dance hall type of song.
Yeah.
And her voice sounds good on it. Like it's
Yeah.
not like it doesn't sound bad.
Yes. I love that. I feel like Take My Time, yes, like you said, it's one of those like at the mall, like in the
Mm-hmm.
just one of those mixes that are just in the background of your life
Mm-hmm.
that I feel like um so I do like it. I feel like it's definitely not like my like top
Really?
top. Yeah, at least not right now. I mean, this album came out on June 14th.
Cause I want you to take
Take
my
my time.
time.
It's just like
Don't take
because
forever.
it's that vibe, I feel like
Mm-hmm.
that's why it's not my favorite because it's
Mm-hmm.
like okay, this is kind of like more a radio song. But
Interesting.
I feel like in this song, does she like ever slow it down? Oh, right, at the beginning. And I think that's like it's funny. I think that part is a little triggering for me randomly.
Triggering?
This is
Why?
funny, you guys. This is like how anything can be a trigger for anybody. So you
Right.
cannot predict other people's trigger. So like, at the beginning of the song, it kind of sounds like just like a 2000 song, like Chris Brown's, like one of his like. Let me play it at the beginning. Listen, hold on. You got your ways and I just can't explain. You hear the background music?
Yes.
So yeah, like that part, I feel like literally just the start of it, it sounds like a Chris Brown. Like it just brings me back to a certain point and it
Yeah.
like
Mm-hmm.
reminds me of like eighth grade or something. Like I'm just like, and then it gets faster and then it's just like so I feel like I skip it sometimes
Mm-hmm.
before
Mm-hmm.
it I get to that part.
Mm-hmm. No, I get you. I get you.
So yeah, and it's not like triggering in a bad way. It just makes me feel weird for some reason. It's just like,
I
what is
love this this song. Like
Oh
this
my
song is like a song
god.
that I would play constantly. I don't know. I love dance hall type of music where I feel like I could just be like
Yes.
in a stream of strobe lights and just like doing a circle and just circle and a circle.
Yes.
And I feel like this is that song. Um,
Yes. And I love
I
it
would.
from Normani too. Because
Yes,
it's like,
exactly.
how are you gonna dance to this? Like, you're gonna give us
Yes.
something
And I feel
amazing.
like this is her pushing herself. Like it's like you did not stay in the
Yes.
lane we thought you were
I
gonna stay
agree.
in, and you pushed yourself. So I'm like so proud of her.
Yes. And
I
you
would
can
rate
do
this
everything, girl. You can do
absolutely. She's a
everything.
generational talent, I believe, and so
Woo!
I'm just like she can do this.
I'm so
I would
happy.
give this to me. This is a 9 out of 10. This
Yes,
is like
I
as
love
strong as a
that.
big boy for me,
I love that. I feel like
or still.
I feel like you telling me all of that is like making me, want to like dance to it more.
Mhm.
I feel
Mhm.
like I would give this one a 7 too. Like I would probably give this one a 7.
Okay. Cool. Let's move on. Samantha hates the album. Say no. I'm
No,
just I'm
Normani. I
playing.
give this album a. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say that to the end. The next
Okay.
song is
Insomnia.
Insomnia.
I love it. With
Yes.
Brandy.
Oh my goodness. So that's what people were saying with Brandy. Where's Brandy at on it?
She's in the chorus.
Oh my god. Hold on. Hold on. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I can't
I
hear
wish you
her
didn't
though.
call me. I think she's singing with her, but she's
Okay,
singing
she's
in that
singing with
part.
her. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
god, I'm so like that makes this song even more
It's
beautiful.
giving me
Oh
insomnia.
my god, and just hearing it just now, I'm just like she She is doing it. I'm so proud of her. Like, like it's just like you're giving us
Yes.
some like
Something
dramatic,
different.
and
Yes,
then
dramatic.
you circle it up with that like, you know, we love that like kind of. It reminds me of like an Ariana Grande, like the
Mm.
like
Yeah,
you
that's a
circle
good
it
point.
back with that, but
Mm.
then it still feels like, oh my God. And this isn't even the song that I feel like I think about this that much, but I was going to say later, this album like reminds me of Britney Spears. Like
The whole
earlier,
album?
a lot of the songs like have just a hint of that like 2000s Britney Spears magic with it, and it's just like, I don't know if it's like the way that her voice sounds or just like the sounds that they use, but it's a
Mm.
good thing from my
Mhm.
perspective.
Yeah.
And it's just
She might
giving
be
like
like,
pop. Like it's
yes,
just like
this,
you
yes.
are a
Mhm.
fucking
Mhm.
pop
Mhm.
goddess.
Yeah. Mm.
Like, you know.
Yeah, I think you hit it like on the head. Like it's dramatic, it's different, but it's a nod to
Ugh.
like maybe 90s pop. I mean, I just
And it's
love it. It's
relatable.
so, I was literally thinking about that.
Lord, this is
Like,
my, oh my God,
especially that will,
Alexis.
mm.
I texted you and I was like, this girl is like,
I
she's
know.
getting a little too close to home now. Like, what? Okay, so what do you think? I want to hear, like,
No,
what
I
do you,
agree with everything you said. I feel like you hit it on the head. Like it's dramatic. I think it's different. Again, like I was expecting a 159, like a Kehlani
right?
Summer Walker type of lane. This is like,
Mm.
as you said, it's
Whew.
dramatic. She's using her voice in interesting ways. And I feel like,
Mm.
yeah, I can see what you're saying, that it reminds you kind of like Britney Spears 90s. I do think that this is like one of the most relatable songs. I feel like everyone has had a time in their life when someone has hit them up and you're just like, you're
Like,
the last
stop.
person that should be hitting me up right now, because now I'm gonna think about it, you know? And so
Right.
I feel like, I don't know, I felt this one. I was like, oh wow, I
Uh,
love it. I love it.
yes. It
I
is
would give
just,
this, oh sorry, go
whew.
ahead.
No, you go. I want to hear what you
Well, I
give
was
it.
just gonna say I would give this like, I say 9 out of 10. Like I think
Yes.
it's, I'm proud of her for this
This is
one.
giving 9.5 for
Okay.
me.
Almost 10, 10, 10s across
I
the
think
board.
because I'm also realizing, I saw like a tweet or something about insomnia, or I saw it was a comment on YouTube
Mm-hmm.
from the interview I
Mm-hmm.
was watching, and they were just like, insomnia could be like Grammy like level,
Wow.
like
For
they're
like a
like,
best new single or
yeah,
something.
or something. And it's like, it
Hmm.
is really beautiful. I love just
Mm.
like, I just love how I love when some like an artist paints a picture
Mm.
too. It's like,
We talk about
I'm,
that a lot. Stories. We want a story. We want an image.
yes,
Like I get
exactly.
that. I
Make
get
me
that.
think, make me
I
like
get that.
whatever. It's
I
like,
get
I thought
that.
I've been going crazy, but I've been doing better lately.
And the vibe, I feel like what you were talking about, the like da 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 da, like I feel like it like makes you feel that like type of like
Yes.
anxiety feeling that you feel.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
what the fuck? Like, it's just, it
Mm.
is very,
Mm.
it is a very, it feels a very like powerful song. And now
Yeah.
knowing that Brandy is on it, and whew,
Yes, she is.
this
She took it.
is, that is beautiful. I love this. I love that Brandy is about to
Supporting our
do,
youth.
yes. And like, you know, still in her lane, and like her and Monica are,
Mm-hmm.
you
I
know,
saw that.
yes. So
I already know what you're
anyways,
gonna say.
our like 90s dreams are coming true.
Okay, next is Candy Paint. Okay, so Julia thinks this was the best one on the album. I'm like, okay, girl, this is the single. Like, bye.
Hilarious.
Um, Candy Paint, I think, is
Oh.
like another like her crazy in love moment. Like from the minute
Yes.
you play it, you hear the beat. Um, I think she also does interesting things with her voice, where she's like, I can make you tick tick, bump 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 bump. And I'm like,
Yes. All right. I
okay.
can make you tick tick bop 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 bop. I can make you tick tick tick
But
bop
I
bop
think
bop.
it's
And
I love when people just are cocky and how she's just like, If you give them to him, you ain't never get them back. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
Normani. Like, you talking about
Like,
stealing people's mans.
she definitely do be talking about that. Yeah, she's like, baby, you can have him back. Like this booty candy painted with the diamond in
So
the.
what does that mean? I've been like here, like, what does booty candy painted mean?
I know. I guess it's just like
Let's
I've
Google.
been wondering that too. I mean, I know what a candy paint car
But
is.
what is
Like,
booty candy paint?
I feel like it's just. I mean, I would just think it's like a metaphor of just like, damn, that booty looking good. Like how it looks
Uh,
like when you're looking at like a candy painted car and it's like
yes.
everybody's turning their head. It's
Mm.
like that is kind of what I was
No, I
thinking,
think you're probably
but
right. You're
I
probably
can't
right.
wait for these visuals.
And you know there will be a video for this because I feel like
Yes.
this is gonna
Oh
be a
my
dance
gosh, you
forward
guys,
one.
we're getting this soon. I'm so maybe
I
she'll
feel
drop it on
like
Juneteenth.
no, she's not ready like that.
Girl, she
We'll
might
get these in 8
be.
years. We'll get these in eight
Please don't
years.
say that. Normani,
But
don't play with my heart.
I feel like this will be a dance forward like music video.
Yeah, I agree. I like this song a lot. I would even go as far to say as I love it. I feel like because it's a single and because I've heard it, it's some of some of the novelty that I'm like going for the other songs, so I'm not
Hmm.
like going to this one first. And then didn't you say like she put this out a
The
little
song has
bit?
been out since like 2018, but she teased it, and people like in her videos, and people were like, "What is this song? What is this song?" She said it was
Okay.
called Candy Paint, and then people were just like, release it," and then she finally released it.
Yeah. So I
It's a
feel
great
like
song.
so I feel like it's just like I've heard it before, so it doesn't have that
Mm-hmm.
novelty that's bringing me back.
No, I get
So
you.
for that, I would give it an 8.5.
Yes, it's a strong song. It should be like it should. I'm glad it's on her debut album, but since we've heard it, it's 8.5. Like I agree.
Okay, can we move on to my favorite song on
This
the
is your
album?
favorite?
Yes, it
That's
is.
hilarious. Grip. Okay.
Grip. So, yeah. First of all, I love creativity. I love
Hmm.
like the guy, like how she's using the like the voiceover guy that's like talking about like kung fu grip.
Hmm.
And she
Hmm.
like uses that as like a part of the beat. Again, this is where Normani is back in her sexy, full in your face, like,
Hmm.
and I just love the 5-4 thicky
Sticky,
thicky,
sticky.
ride around, rolling, sticky
Sticky,
sticky.
sticky.
Like it's just so cute.
It is cute,
And
but it kind of
then
annoys me that part because it just keeps rhyming like icky, icky, itty, itty,
that's what I
beady, beady.
love
It's like,
about it. That's what I
that's
love
so
about
funny.
it. Hold on, let me see.
Sticky, like it's sticky, sticky, licky,
Like I just
licky.
feel like she's almost like she's like rapping a little bit.
Okay.
And like she's like, "Wait, I got you hypnotized." Like feel like Biggie. Like I just love her little cute
That's
little things.
cute.
And I also
Yeah.
just I love, I'm a film lover, so I love just like those like sound effects that are like played into it
Mm.
that again give you kind of a visualization. And then also
Mm-hmm.
obviously the topic of the song of, having that kung fu grip. Okay.
So what does that mean?
Having having a tight having a tight pussy, okay? That's what it means. You know what it means. But she's saying she got that kung fu grip when you slide in. Like what?
Samantha.
That's the lyrics, Alexis.
Okay, I like this song, but I feel like you know how you said for "Take My Time," like it's not a song you like go back to. I feel like this is a song that like if I play the album down to top to bottom, obviously I'll listen. But if I like were to pick a song, I wouldn't go to this one. I feel bad
That's
saying that.
funny. You know why I feel like that's the reason.
Why?
I feel like because like I think the kung fu grip kind of thing is like more like for like guys, you know, like it's just like
That's so funny.
it's just like, you know, just caring about how tight your pussy is, you know, that's whatever. But I feel like maybe that's why I'm just like I love this song. But anyways,
You're Samantha, you're nasty.
oh, that's not a secret, okay? I got a song about me, okay? Samik the
Wait,
Freak.
what do you rate this?
I give this a 10. Give it a 10.
What? Okay, I give this like a 7. That's so funny.
I know.
Okay,
I'm
the
gonna give a
next
song
song,
10. Yes.
I give a 5 out of 10. You already know I do
Okay.
not like 159. I feel like the moment I heard it, I didn't like it. I feel like to represent the album, this
Oh
song was
my
the
god.
least representative of the album. It's very boring. It's very like it's just the same thing you heard again. Like I'm sure there's plenty of songs we could pull up where somebody says, "Boy, what you gonna do with it?" Like, okay, like it's boring.
Okay. I feel like in context of the album now, it's given it new life for me. I don't it's not my favorite by any means, but it is like it's reminding me of that like Britney Spears, like just that time period, maybe even like Maya or Brandy, just like with like how it sounds, you know, like this, you know. So like, and then I also, and then I also, you know, I fuck Gunna, so I just like I like that song because they I think we mentioned this on the podcast, but Gunna featured Normani on his album, and Normani has a feature with him. And I like this song better than his on the album, like than their collab on his album. So yeah, it works out. I don't listen to it every time. So with that, I would give this a I'll give it a 6.5.
Okay, so low. It's failing. Okay, the
Yeah, and
next.
I feel like that song is just it has a little bit. I'm not gonna say the word that I was thinking. It just is a little bit of a downer because it was it was the lead single, and there's like
Yes.
all these other amazing songs.
Yes.
If this was just on the album, I might have given it a 7. But
Yes,
like,
I agree.
you
I
know,
agree.
it was
I
just such.
agree.
But again, I believe that, like I said, I think that was like a business decision. Because Gunna's album came out before hers, and but they could have made a better song. Anyways, next
Thank
song.
you. Okay, it's called Distance. I need to remind myself of what Distance sounded like. Hold on.
Me too.
Oh, I like this one. I remember. Oh yeah, I need to love
This
you
one
from a
was.
distance.
Oh
Yeah, okay.
yeah. Oh my god. So
Yes, I like this one.
I like this. I love this one a lot. I don't listen to it a lot because it's triggers. It's a little too close to home right now, and I don't need to be in my feelings. Like, you know,
tired of fighting for attention. Ooh.
it's like I fell in love with potential because you made your heart unavailable. I need to love you from a distance. Like, it's just really vulnerable, and it's again, you can tell like
Normani's been through some shit.
yeah,
Okay.
you can tell she's been through some real grown shit, and that's why it's relatable. And then I love how it says, when I need you, you're always missing. I need to love you from a distance. I'm not asking for permission.
Come
I
on.
tried about everything. You can't put it all on me from a distance. Like, what, girl? That is just some good writing, straight to the point, but creative, and it's called Distance. And like we don't have a song about, I feel like, those real things that
I mean,
we
I think
go through,
again,
you know?
I
like,
agree. I think again, this is
Who has
like
a song like that?
she is like I'm just so proud of Normani because it's like again she could have stayed this course of like the LMI or LMA whatever her name is Summer
Right.
Walker
Thank you,
vibe where it's just like a
God.
slow possibly upbeat R&B very generic
Right.
tempo and she's
Yes.
doing
She said,
something
no,
different
girls. I'm different,
exactly
girlies. I'm
like it
different.
sounds different and like I wouldn't expect this from Normani. So like I would give this
Mm-hmm.
like an 8 out of 10. I think it was
Yes.
really good and
Me
I think like
too.
you said it is relatable and sometimes you do have to just love people from a distance. Like true.
Truly. Yep. I would give it an 8.
Okay. I love the next song, Tantrums. I just
Oh my
love
God.
the
Tantrums. I'm going to
with
give it a
James
10
Blake.
right now.
Me too. I'm gonna give it a 10.
I'm
It's
going to throw it
very
on the
different.
table.
This is the most unique song I think she has on her album.
Oh
Um
my God. Yes. So you tell me your thoughts while I gather mine.
I mean, I just think it's savage, like how she's like, "You're just somebody you used to fuck from time to time." I'm like, ooh, God.
uh, oh my
And like,
God.
you're just
Yes.
a nobody. Like, I'm just like, ooh, like, I mean, it reminds me of Savage, like Beyonce. I mean, not Beyonce, no, Rihanna when she's like, "You're just another nigga on the hit list." Like, I feel like that's this type of
Yes.
energy.
Yep.
And I just think it's the most unique song on her album. It's definitely I feel like in this like pop alternative world, which I think is
Mm-hmm.
interesting. Yeah, I love it and I'm not
Yes.
surprised James Blake helped her with it. It's just very different.
Yes. And then,
What are your
like you
thoughts?
said, like this pop alternative world, it's like
Mhm.
Y2K, Britney be like real
Mhm.
pop
Yes.
music. It's like
Yes.
really cool.
Mhm.
Tantrums, another one that's like very relatable, but I think it's because because it is like upbeat, like or just like you said, like it's like cocky, like I moved on,
Mhm.
like,
Mhm.
it's like that kind of vibe. I can
Mhm.
listen to it and it's just beautiful. Like James
Yeah.
Blake. I love all how it has different parts to it.
Mm.
Like there's different different I don't know, just like clear points. Hold on.
Mhm.
Yeah, like the James Blake part just takes it to a whole nother freaking when
Mhm.
he says evidence, 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 I'm like, okay, so this is Beyonce album. Like, like what? And then this is probably the one that I'm talking about that's like it sounds like it sounds like um it sounds like a Britney Spears, like yeah,
Mm.
yeah, somebody,
Mm, 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 mm. I can see that.
like it's like that is
Mhm.
just that
Mhm.
kind of
Mhm.
sound, and it's just so good. It's so good. James Blake just polishes it off. And that is just such a power move. I'm so proud of Normani. Like,
I'm so proud of
I'm so proud of
Normani.
her. Like, thank you, girl. Ugh,
I
okay.
agree. I give this. Oh, we said tens. Okay. Next
Tens.
is Little Secrets. I loved it from the start as well because it's again another up tempo. I feel like it's in the world of Big Boy. It's in the world of Candy Paint.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let me. I feel like I like the
Oh
fourth. I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let me upstairs. No, let me up,
So this,
let me up, let
yes,
me
like this
up.
is different. Like I feel like it's a pop
It's
star, but it's like
giving
different.
back in the day. I'm telling
Yes,
you. It's like
yes,
this was
yes,
when you used to play the Britney Spears album and you could get to the end of the album and there was
yes.
still good music,
Let me up, let me up, let
And it's
me
also
up.
like she's kind of ramping it back up
Hmm.
and yeah.
It's interesting because I feel like you could tell this was actually going to be the last song on the album because I think this is actually would have been a very good closer. But then she was like,
Right.
"Okay, I have to put Wild Side on the album." But I feel like this would have been a strong finish. Like we're gonna end back up with like the Dopamine like last hit, and she's basically saying she's about to like upstage this girl that like that he's with, and it doesn't matter. She's better than everything.
Yes, I love it. I love the dramatics again. Can't wait to see the visuals.
And a hint of Beyonce when she's like, "Let me upstage you," and then
Yes.
she said, "Let me upgrade you." I'm like,
Yes.
okay.
Oh my God. And speaking of, like, I was gonna maybe sprinkle this in at the end, but I'll say
Mhm.
it right now. the girls that can take Beyonce's notes, study the queen, and make it their own, just A pluses, just clapping for y'all, because when it's done right, it's done right. And Normani has done that throughout this album, not even just in this moment, throughout the album. If you are a student of Beyonce's career. But yes.
I feel like she does it really well. Victoria Monet does it very well.
Yes.
And those are the two that are coming to mind. But I'm like, you absolutely see like that they love Beyonce, but they're not trying to be Beyonce.
Yes.
And I love this is such a good album, Normani.
Oh my
seriously.
God. It's like you end with this like fun, like let me up, let me up. Like what? It's so good.
Wait, what did you rate it?
I'm gonna have to give this a 10 too. I'm gonna have to give
I
this
agree.
a 10.
I feel like this would have been a solid like end of album.
And I am being very critical right now. I could really give all these songs like a solid. These are good songs. Candy Paint, like what? Like,
well, you saw Pitchfork rated her. What was it? I think it's 7.4 or 7.8. Like she's higher than like Ariana Grande's album, Taylor Swift's album. Like she's got a strong.
I'm so proud of her, and that's what I was gonna say about the final song, Wild Side. I feel like it was like a fucking stamp. Like, and I still have this banger that still goes to this day. Iconic
music
and
video.
Like, of course, I have to put it on my album, but also like
I couldn't have. I also could have. Like,
yes, and also just like listen to it again, because you forgot how iconic this song is.
This is such a good album.
And just like grown, believable Cardi B on the song. And I just love her verse.
Wait,
it's when she's like, it's my dick and I want it now.
Wait, I have a question. So I didn't listen to the thing you sent me. So did she say she's going on tour?
I didn't get to that part yet.
Okay, I'm so curious.
What do you give Wild Side?
I mean, I loved Wild Side from the beginning. 10 out of 10. I feel like she executed exactly like the Aaliyah vision amazingly for everything. I say 10 out of 10. Oh my God. Wait,
I rewatched that video. So good.
If you had to, someone hasn't like, listening to this, hasn't listened to the album, what are like the 3 songs you recommend?
This is hard. Only 3? Can I just give them all?
No. You have to give them 3 of like, these are your 3 you should listen to. And then I'll give 3 too.
And this is for what? Like,
just like, okay, we'll say to represent, like if it was like, I haven't listened to it, like I don't know if I want to listen to it, and you were like, okay, these are the songs you should listen to. It. Yes.
To hook them.
Yes, to give them a good taste of what dopamine is.
Let me see. Hold on. I'll do Big Boy.
Stop it. Sorry. Come here.
This is so hard.
Give me disciplining the dog. I would say.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
yours.
I'm gonna say Candy Paint. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say Still. And then
you look like you're taking a test or something. Like
I know.
Like,
I'm like
going for the 100. Like you're.
I'm gonna say Candy Paint, Still, and I'm gonna say Tantrums.
Okay, hold on. Okay. This is just like, I'm just gonna imagine it's like my friend.
Yes.
It's just like, okay, I want them to listen to Grip because I love Grip.
Oh my gosh, yeah. You're nasty ass.
Shut
Grip
up.
And what else?
I think I kind of like Still or Big Boy. I don't know.
I think you could do both.
Okay.
Those are your 3.
Yeah.
Those are 3 different vibes you gave.
Those are my 3 to get somebody hooked. Now,
Okay.
the ones that you have to listen to and like feel your feelings is like tantrums. Like, you know.
What would you rate this album, the whole album project, out of 10? I say it's a
I
solid 8.
Yes, I was gonna say 8 point. Like the 0.5 is just because I'm just so proud. Like I am just
Congrats, Normani.
so proud. Like
We're
I am
so
so
proud.
happy for her. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and I really hope that she is soaking up this moment and just receiving. And I hope that her life is good and like nobody is like
Yes.
messing up her moment and like she's really having, oops, some
We
like
will be
joy.
at the tour,
Fuck
Normani, and we will get
yes.
some merch. And
Yes. And I will be seated for the visuals.
we will be seated for
I
the
will be
visuals.
seated. Okay.
Yes,
I
I'm
cannot
all
wait
for
to
that.
see your dancing and you're my like Normani is just my favorite performer. Like, like with Beyonce, obviously Beyonce is just like the
Number
blueprint.
one,
She's a
right?
blueprint.
Yeah.
But like when you're talking about a girl that hits that shit, makes it look easy,
Mm-hmm.
and like
Mm,
I
mm,
truly think it's Normani, and then I would say Victoria Monet. And
mm-hmm. Those are the right
Victoria
now.
Monet is amazing, but
Right
I
now,
do
those
just
two.
something about Normani.
I agree.
I'm sorry, but
Those two I feel like have the red carpet rolled out for like you could be next in line. Like you could be the next
mm-hmm.
in line thing for us if you play the next 10 years of your career correctly. They're
Yes,
both on the right way. They both have clear
yes.
taste. They both have clear vision. It's just a matter of like what you need to be hitting the pavement. Okay, Beyonce had a new album out every couple years. She was on interviews in her beginning. She was putting
Alex,
out the music. She was putting out like 6 different music videos for her album. Like you
I
need to
need, you
be
know what I
ready.
need? I would love, this is where you can end it.
Yeah.
For Victoria Monet, I need another body of work that is a class, like a class classic, like back in the day.
Mhm.
The cover has to be flawless. I think it's probably close up. I want to see her face with like maybe
Mm.
her hair, like
Mhm.
I just see more of it being like her face and like
Mhm.
just one of those like Tony Braxton kind of albums where it's
Mm.
like your face and it's like literally like 10 songs or something or 12 or I don't even care. Give me a lot of them, but I just want it to be a lot, like the whole thing is,
Mhm.
really
Mhm.
good and memorable. And then that would probably, because I love Victoria Monet. I'm on the train. I just want to, that'll like, stamp my fandom more. But I love her performing. Like she gives the Beyonce vibes, like when she has that hair and the fan and the hitting it,
Yes, girl.
hitting
And
it,
the mic is
hitting
on,
it,
okay?
hitting
Like
it.
she's not lip syncing. And that's what and I'll end it like you said that, but like I do want to just say like I agree with
Yes.
everything you're saying. And we can end it because I know we're getting to the time. And like I feel like Normani, what I expect from her is to start performing live with choreography with the mic on. Like
Yes.
if we want to turn into legend status, we have to turn the mic on now, you know? And so it's like we
Alexis, you're
we can't
stupid.
like we can't go hard on choreography while you're lip singing Wild Side. Like what we need now is the mic on. You are singing Wild Side. Like you're fit enough. You're at the point where you should have the stamina, and I feel like that's the difference here. Like Victoria Monet and Beyonce. Beyonce, I mean, she's singing like freaking
I mean,
upgrade you
yes.
and get me bodied while dancing.
Obviously,
It's
but
like
tell me about
Normani.
Victoria Monet. Does
Victoria
her
Monet
mic is
perform
on.
her mic is on. And so I feel like we now need Normani
Alexis,
to turn the mic
we
on
are so
and
funny.
and
We
and
now
dance full
need.
out, okay? That's the transition she needs to make now. With her these live performances, because I did read an article where like Big Boy is like she's plans to like do live performances of Big Boy, and I'm like, okay, so we know there's dancing probably. Turn the mic on. Like we don't want lip singing Normani. So that's all. That's my request.
Yeah, let's hope that her growth is going that way. I believe it can. I really can see like big tours for her. I just
Hmm.
wonder like would it be like a Victoria Monet and Normani tour?
Wow. I mean, that would sell out so fast. I mean, no, to Victoria Monet's concert, I tried to buy tickets like the next day when they came on sale and they were completely sold out. So, I mean, like,
Where did she
she did
perform?
small venues. So, she did like Howard Theater when she was
Okay.
here. She did small venues. But what I'm trying to say is, like, if Normani's added to the ticket, I think that it would be very hard to get tickets. So, I'm hoping that, I mean, it would be
I mean,
great.
they
I,
would do
I want to
bigger
see both.
venues then. They would do like Meg Thee Stallion and go to like
Come
the
on.
Barclays and stuff.
No, I actually love that. But wait, let's end it
Yes, let's
here
wrap it
because it's
up.
a wrap because I have to go upstairs with the
Yes,
Melv.
I know. You're at home.
But we are going to give you a little double dose this week.
Yes, if we can get our tech together, we are going to have a Juneteenth special episode. We're so excited. We're going live
We're going
tomorrow
live,
to
three black
celebrate
girls on Black
Juneteenth.
Juneteenth.
Yes, three black friends get together to celebrate Juneteenth. Yes, we're really a trio. Like that's something that's like
Mhm.
best kept secret about us. So
Mhm.
you guys
Mhm.
will meet our
Our third.
third
Our
tomorrow. And
third.
yeah, we're just excited. So we will put that information on our Instagrams and stuff where you can find it, but it will be going live on our YouTube channel, Who Am I to Judge Pod.
Yes.
And remember to email us, you guys. Like Alexis, have you been checking the email
I have been
box?
checking the email
We haven't
and
gotten an email
we
yet.
haven't gotten any email from
Oh,
anybody.
so
So
y'all aren't emailing us.
y'all want to
Like
hear us talk, but y'all ain't got to say nothing back. Like, say something back. Email us. So please send us a topic at Who Am I
who
to
am I
Judge Pod.
judge? Who am I to judge?
Ja.
Who
Who am
am
I to
I to
judge?
judge pod at gmail.com. And we love you guys and we'll see you tomorrow.
See ya. Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for listening. Remember to email us your discussion topics at whoamitojudgepod@gmail.com. Also, remember to subscribe to Who Am I to Judge podcast on Spotify and everywhere you get your podcast. If you love us, please rate us and review. And if you don't, leave us alone. Tell a friend to tell a friend. See y'all next week. Bye, friends.